Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making a couple shirts, one for myself and one for my son. I'm going to be using just the regular heat transfer vinyl, and I'm going to be using the Thermoflex Plus. So here's the two designs. I made these just by using text, so got this here. So all I did was typed it out. This is the Master of Break font, and then you go ahead over here and click ungroup. It's going to separate them all, and then go ahead and move them closer until they touch. This will get that completely flowing cursive look with all the connecting letters. So then go ahead and select all three of these pieces. And down here is the weld button. Go ahead and click that, and that's going to turn this into a welded image. So when we go ahead and cut these, it'll cut as a complete word and not as three individual letters. So that's all I did with these, each word here. And then all I did is for like my shirt, I selected both. So let me go here. I'm going to select the boy and mom. This is the placement I want them to be on my shirt, so rather than messing with it and hoping I can lay them out correctly, I'm just going to go ahead and attach these. So they're going to cut out in this same arrangement. That way it's just one solid piece that I can go ahead and press onto my shirt. So the same with these. I'm going to go ahead and attach these two. So now these are ready to be cut, so I'm going to go ahead and send them to my mat. Now what I want to do, it looks like it's going to cut it on two pieces here. Let me see if I can get them to cut on one. Nope, my sheet is not big enough. Okay, so it's going to cut on two pieces. So what I want to make sure I do here is, because this is iron-on, we want to make sure we go ahead and click this mirror image. And it's listed here as mirror for iron-on. So it's going to flip this around for us. This is the way the heat transfer vinyl works, is we need it to be mirror imaged to be able to cut it. So I don't know how well you can see that on the video, but here it is. It's just mirror imaged. So now these are ready to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and continue forward. And what I actually cut mine on is the custom setting, and then I'm going to go ahead and change this material to the 3M Post-it Note, the 0.09 millimeter setting. I cut all my regular adhesive vinyl and my heat transfer vinyl on this setting. It seems to work great for my machine. So now that that's ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and get both of these cut out. At this point, it's just loading my vinyl onto my mat and getting them cut out. So here we've got just my green mat and then my piece of heat transfer vinyl. So this is going to go shiny side down. So you can see how this side kind of has that shine to it and this side is matte. So we want it to go shiny side down onto our mat. So I'm going to go ahead and place this here. So when doing iron-on or this heat transfer vinyl, you want the shiny side of your material to be touching the sticky part of your mat, and then make sure your design is mirror imaged. Those are the two important things to remember when cutting out to do iron-ons. So then I'm going to go over here to my machine over here. We're going to go ahead and load this. And then once it's ready, we're just going to let it cut and make sure everything is set, that it was mirror imaged on my Post-it note setting, and it's good to go. So I'm going to do that same thing for the second one as well. Just shiny side down for my iron-on, and then using the Post-it note custom cut setting. So I'm going to go ahead, I don't think you guys need to worry about watching the machine cut this out. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of them cut, and then I'll be back to get them weeded and get them pressed onto the shirts. Alright guys, so back here I've got them both cut out. So what I did is I just trimmed off as much of the extra around the edges. That's why they're kind of funny shaped. This way I can waste as little of the material as possible. And then I have little scraps I can do other little projects with. So I'm going to go ahead, I got this little pack of tools from Harbor Freight. They work great for this, so I'm going to go ahead and just peel off all this extra here. So I just start in the corner, and then since it's not sticky, it really comes up pretty easily. And this is a fairly simple design here, so it shouldn't take too long to get them both ready to go. And you can hear my little guy there. I'll be right there, Bubba. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. He couldn't figure out how to get his toy to turn on. So I know this looks like it is the correct way for you, but it's the way the camera is. So I am weeding the back side of it. This is that shiny side that was face down on the mat. For me, it is backward here. So that's all for that one. Let me go ahead and get the little one. Alright, so both of these are now ready to go. The two separate ones here, so I'm going to go ahead. My heat press is finishing warming up, and then we will head over there and get these shirts finished. Alright guys, we're here at the heat press. I have this set to 335, this is Fahrenheit, and then I have it set for 20 seconds. I found that that's what works best for this machine. So I have everything ready to go. This is the set of Alex drawers from IKEA, and the top drawer I kind of use as my little prepping station here. So I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up kind of off to the side so we can get these two shirts pressed and ready to go. Alright, so we have our shirts. I'm going to start with my little guy's shirt. So both of these I'm doing in gray. So we'll just go ahead and get this set up in here. Sometimes with these little shirts, because of the way the seams are, and it looks like that might be the case here, I just go ahead and stick a towel inside, and it just helps with the seams, like especially with onesies. The little pop shoulder pieces make it difficult for it to get a good pressing surface. Sometimes with the way these little toddler shirts are, rather than sit here trying to press it a dozen times because it's not taking. So I just have an old, dish towel that you just kind of end up storing for stuff like this. Okay. So I have his shirt all here. Let's get his design. I really just eyeball these for getting them on here. It's just kind of what's worked for me. Kind of try to get the center of it. Okay. Get that stuck down, and then I have my Teflon sheets here. Because this one has a t-shirt in it, it's kind of thicker than what my last project was. So these shirts were just washed and dried and hung up. Make sure you wash without any fabric softener. This is almost ready here. Now, the Thermoflex is, I believe, peel warm. It's usually how it peels best for me. So I'm just going to let this sit here for a second. Go ahead and peel this off. Now, if you've seen my other video with the freezer paper, I saved that sheet I just peeled off. It works perfect for doing freezer paper shirts. And then, so when I peel it off, I just press it again. We'll read that in a sec, okay? You can't come over here. I know, it's hot. All right. Go ahead, take the towel out of this one. And this one is good to go. There we go. A little shirt for my little guy. We'll go ahead and press mine real fast. Usually with these tanks, I try to get it so the seams are kind of off of the heat press, because the seams do get in the way. It does kind of make it difficult to get a really good press on some of these. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, don't touch the top of that. That's a little hot. Okay. So where is? Okay, yep, so that's on there good like that. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna press this one for a couple seconds. It's a little wrinkly. This one doesn't have a towel, so it's going to need a little bit more pressure added to that. Gosh, you can smell the soap I washed this one. Washed this in baby dress. And then I just grab the two seams on here and see if it looks kind of even. Alright. Like I said, this one doesn't have the towel, so I'm going to need to bring the pressure up on it just a smidge. That's going to need a little more. Where did you get that? Thank you. Let me finish this one real fast, okay? I think this one's going to need a little bit more pressure on it. That still wasn't on there very much. The goal that you want on these when you go ahead and press them is you want to be able to see the fabric like design, I guess, through the vinyl once you're done. I'm going to try to show you what I mean by that. So it's really hard to see on here, but you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, the design, like the stitching kind of this fabric. That's how you know it's been pressed enough. All right. So there we go. There's another one for me. So we've got our matching boy mom and mama's boy shirts. So that's all there is to using the heat transfer vinyl. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to go take care of the little screamer. Go ahead and drop any questions and be sure to subscribe to the channel for any other videos that'll be up and coming.